What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE Backstage anger and heat on Carlito, WWE are planning Goldberg's return, is WWE planning an intergender match, Drew Gulak involved in a stupidly insensitive angle, Chris Jericho's AEW contract nearly over, is Lillian Garcia back for good, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at WWE Backstage anger and heat on Carlito. At top of today's news is a new report on Carlito's controversial comment from the 21st October Raw and new details on who was responsible. In case you missed it, Damage Control's Kairi Sane and Io Sky were speaking in Japanese when Carlito said, "I gotta learn Chinese." Some fans immediately took to social media to express disbelief and outrage at what they felt was a racist comment. Some fans may have been just indifferent and just thought the comment was dumb and unfunny. A Fightful Select is reporting the line was edited out of all digital clips, with the segment starting after his line. The claim internally from at least one staff member was that the line was not scripted, and that who they had spoken to were in disbelief that it was said. The Wrestling Observer Figure 4 Online's Brian Alvarez is also reporting that several sources confirmed that the line was ad-libbed. Alvarez also mentioned Damage Control's reaction to the line, saying, "I was told by the same person that said that the Carlito line was an ad-lib that Io and Kairi did not have a problem with it. They saw it as him playing an idiot, and that was that." The WWE and pro wrestling in general have a history of insensitive and in some cases downright racist storylines. This has changed dramatically, which is why Carlito's comment is being scrutinized. The Fightful report added, internally there were a number in the company that weren't happy it happened. We've not heard of any action or heat on anyone for the situation as of yet. However, according to WrestleVotes on his Q&A with Bill Apter on Backstage Pass, that line was unscripted. That was from Carlito. There was some heat on Carlito for it. I know, speaking to a lot of people I talked to, it did take them by surprise, so we'll see what happens out of it. I don't know how big of a deal they're going to make it, probably not a great look for Carlito. Cultaholic discussed what fallout Carlito might face. If Carlito is set to face disciplinary action from WWE over his comments is unknown, the 45-year-old is currently a part of Judgment Day and plans were potentially a motion for him to be kicked out of the stable and receive a singles push. Should the WWE discipline Carlito if he was responsible for the line? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, more details on Samantha Irvin's WWE exit. Our wrestling fans are still processing ring announcer Samantha Irvin's sudden exit from the WWE. A recent report suggested that Samantha had trouble getting permission for outside projects, which led to her decision to leave. Now, a new report from PW Insider Elite states that she also wanted to spend more time with her daughter. While the WWE schedule is less demanding than it was under Vince McMahon, the report suggests that she was still on the road for more than she wanted to be. There's no word on what's next for Samantha, but some fans are hoping she'll come to AEW, despite reports including a comment from her fiancé, current AEW star Ricochet, that she has no plans to do so. Next up is Lillian Garcia back for good. The WWE wasted no time bringing in a replacement for Samantha Irvin, surprising fans with the return of the former longtime ring announcer Lillian Garcia. However, will her stay be temporary or permanent? A new report from PW Insider Elite states that Lillian is expected to stay for an extended run on the Red brand. However, it's unclear what extended run means and whether the WWE is looking for a replacement. But one potential replacement may surprise you. Wrestling Inc. reports one person that could step in the role if Garcia does not continue full-time, at least temporarily, could be Irvin herself. Despite a departure, things remain amicable between Irvin and WWE, with the two sides said to be on good terms. What do you guys think about Lillian's return? Would you want her in a temporary or permanent role? Next up, WWE planning an intergender match? Could the WWE Universe see the intergender match they've been demanding ever since WrestleMania 40? WWE fans were furious when Dominic Mysterio betrayed Rhea Ripley at this year's show of shows, and ever since, there's been talk of putting Dirty Dom into a match against the Nightmare. During its backstage Q&A, WrestleVotes discussed the potential match. I know it's been brought up, unfortunately I don't know how high it has made it. There's a real desire on some level of creative to do this match before the angle phases out. Although Rhea has beat up Dominic Mysterio on several occasions, seeing her destroy Dom in an official one-on-one match would likely make many fans happy and be a big draw. Next up, Chris Jericho's AEW contract nearly over. Could Chris Jericho leave AEW and return to WWE? Jericho, who's been with AEW since its inception in 2019, will become a free agent in 2025 when his AEW contract expires. Wrestling purist Ibu is reporting Chris Jericho's current AEW deal is up in 2025. No injury time or anything is set to be added as it stands. Jericho has repeatedly stated how happy he is in AEW and that he wants to continue to contribute to the wrestling promotion he helped put on the map. It's unknown how much longer Jericho will wrestle. The 53-year-old star, who turns 54 in November, could shift to part-time or work any number of roles in AEW, including color commentator, manager, or trainer. Nonetheless, the WWE may make Jericho an offer he can't refuse, which undoubtedly could be a Hall of Fame induction. Next up, Drew Gulak involved in a stupidly insensitive angle. It looks like pro wrestling is showing its ugly side this week, not only in the WWE but on the indie circuit. This story involves indie promotion Beyond Wrestling and former WWE superstar Drew Gulak. You may recall former WWE superstar Ronda Rousey accused Gulak of grabbing the string of her sweatpants as she walked by. Other allegations arose directed at Gulak, including that he bullied wrestlers and that he deliberately targeted injuries carried by his opponents during the matches. The WWE chose not to renew his contract, but recently Gulak worked an angle in Beyond Wrestling where he spoke with female wrestler Masha Slamovich, and Gulak asked Masha, "At any time did I ever make you feel uncomfortable in the locker room?" Anyone familiar with the accusations against Gulak knew who he was referring to. Masha replied no, but Drew doubled down, this time asking, "At any time did you feel I was a danger in the locker room?" She once again said no, only for Gulak to tell her she should have. Gulak then power slammed her. Social media erupted with fans expressing their disgust at the angle, as according to TJR Wrestling's James Holder, Beyond Wrestling has yet to respond to the social media backlash to the clip and the comments from Gulak. But not everyone hated this angle, as Max Caster tweeted, "Love this." To no one's surprise, fans blasted Platinum Max. Caster then deleted his first tweet, but he replied to the fan wishing him ill. "Keep dreaming, pal, I'm the best wrestler alive." What do you guys think of this storyline? Is it going a little too far? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, WWE have plans for Goldberg's return. But what's next for WWE Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg? Goldberg, who appeared at the WWE's Bad Blood PLE and confronted Gunther, has made it clear in interviews that he'd like a retirement match in WWE and that Vince McMahon promised him one. However, this seemed unlikely until Goldberg's recent return fueled talk that he might face World Heavyweight Champion Gunther at Survivor Series or even WrestleMania 41. While Dave Meltzer recently reported there are no plans for Dollar Bill to wrestle Gunther at either show, WrestleVotes is reporting, "I don't know for sure, but there are plans for Goldberg in the future." Yes, the WWE rarely books angles like Goldberg's recent confrontation with Gunther without some sort of follow-up, so fans should expect a match down the road. Indeed, some fans are speculating Big Bad Bill will show up at Crown Jewel to confront Gunther. Next up, Adam Cole confirmed split with Dr. Britt Baker. Adam Cole recently confirmed his split with fellow AEW wrestler Dr. Britt Baker, as Cole, who recently returned to AEW after a lengthy absence, spoke with Sports Illustrated, revealing, "We are no longer a couple, but when I said that we will both still love each other and are still friends and still so supportive of each other, that could not be more true. I think the world of Britt. I want her to be as happy and successful as humanly possible, and I know she feels the exact same way about me." Cole continued saying, "We did decide to go our separate ways, but that doesn't mean that she will not be an incredibly important part of my life. Britt is absolutely one of my best friends. She's someone that I love dearly and will always love dearly, and there's no ill will between me and her whatsoever." Regrettably, Cole and Baker's relationship status has led to some fans taking sides and expressing their unsolicited opinions online. Adam stressed that he and Britt don't have any animosity toward each other, and it's unnecessary for fans to defend either wrestler. "I don't want you to ever think that me and Britt dislike each other. I think it's possible in situations for people who are in relationships to kind of go their separate ways, but still care about one another. The last thing I would want is fans to pick sides or anything like that." And finally, Mick Foley enters the presidential discourse. Last but not least, the 2024 US presidential election remains a hot button topic, and several WWE superstars have spoken out on behalf of each candidate. And now Mick Foley is sharing his thoughts with Mrs. Foley's baby boy commenting on Instagram, "Are you really gonna vote for a man who asks The Undertaker if wrestling hurts?" What do you guys make of Mick's comments, as well as those from Batista, The Undertaker, and Kane? Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.